Okay, good morning. So last session we discussed about working with the links in HTML. We learned about how to deal with links. In that we learned about intra-document links, right? So you tried those examples, huh? Right? Yeah. Next, after understanding intra-document links, some more exercises we will see. Before that, we need to know one more inter-document links. So some frequently asked questions I given you, like how we can remove underline for hyperlinks, how we can display mouse over effect, how to handle target for hyperlinks. Target means in CSS we learned by using styles. When information is not scrollable, we use a target selector for highlighting the content and displaying. Now, next important, inter-document links. Inter-document links means handling navigation from one page to another. Handling navigation from one page to another. So, navigates to any specific file, URL, or application. It navigates to any specific file, URL, or application. How these options will work, we will see. How the navigation is used, how the navigation works. Inter-document means from one page to another. Yesterday we saw intra-document. Intra-document is within the page. Now let's see. We will create a document and we will add some content into that. So let's create a new HTML file. Inter-document links.html. And in this, we will design a simple document. Doc type HTML. And head, title, and I said inter-document links. Now in the body section, we are designing an ordered list with the list item. So here I defined like some Amazon shopping. Now another I given in our websites, we have a page like nav bar. Okay. Nav bar example, something like this. And here we have an option like some Nike casuals. And we have something like, suppose in our SRC folder, we have an SRC folder. In that SRC folder, we will keep some documents. So we will keep some documents, a PDF document, a Word document like that. I will copy that. And here I will give. So another header, CSS tutorial PDF. And web technologies document. Okay, like this we are configuring. Initially, I given some links. Let's run this and see. So this is the HTML page that we designed. In that we have some items to display. In that we want navigation to handle. So here, what are the options available? So this is Amazon shopping. And when I click this, it should navigate me to that Amazon website. That means we need to navigate from this page to any specific URL. Then how to define navigation? We have to configure this in an anchor. We have to configure that in an anchor. And here we have to specify href. Href is equal to, directly you can define the URL. http://www.amazon.in. This is navigating from one location to another. This is inter-document links. In inter-document links, you can navigate to any URL. Now, not only navigating to URL, suppose in our website, we already have a file called navbar. We want to navigate to that page from this page. Then what we do here, this we will keep anchor, and href is equal to the page. The page name is navbar.html. So you know the path how to give. If it is present in same location, just name. Outside that level, then .. / we need to configure that and define that .. / now next important, the third link should open a photo. It should open a picture. That means now here we have a picture in our assets folder. These people. So this now navigate to a image. We have an assets folder. In the assets folder, there is shoe.jpg. We need to navigate to that shoe.jpg. So what we will do, we will put an anchor. Href is equal to .. / it is in same folder now. Then assets some shoe.jpg. And here we will use the word Nike casuals. Now this should open a PDF document. Then I can configure this anchor. Href is equal to, it is present .. / in src. We have CSS demo PDF. It's a PDF document. Here so many points are there. Important questions will be there. I will discuss about them. First, another link we are giving. This is link for a Word document. Href .. / src in that web.docx. It's a Word document. Now we created links here, and all links are navigating from one page to another. First one, when I click, you can see it navigates to the Amazon website. That is inter-document link. Another one, When I click on navbar example, it will navigate to that navbar HTML page. In this navbar HTML page, we designed some card-like structure. It is navigating to the page in the website. Nike casuals, this will navigate to a image, some image in our website. It is navigating to that location. So all are inter-document links. When I click on PDF and it opens a PDF document and display the PDF document here. So this is inter-document navigation from one location to another, navigating from one page to another. Here, some important points are there. Remember, so a very important note here is the target linked document can open in browser, only when relative plugins are supported by browser. The target linked document can open in browser only when relative plugins are supported by browser. I will tell you the meaning of this. For example, here, when you are linking any document through hyperlink, what happens here? You see here, for Nike casuals, what type of file we are linking? We are linking a JPG file. Can browser open JPG files? Yes. For second one, that's the reason it's opening, no problem. For the next one, we linked a PDF document. Can browser open PDF documents? May or may not. Some browsers don't have a plugin. Plugin means a special software additionally required to handle certain type of documents. Plugin means a special software that is required to handle certain type of documents. And some of your browser, that means tomorrow you may come with a complaint like, sir, in my browser, I am trying to open PDF document. It is not opening, but you showed it opens in your machine. That means in my browser, PDF plugins are supported by browser, so it opens. If it is not supported, then what will happen? So the point is, if plugins are not supported, then the target document will download. It will not open. The target document will download. So if plugins are not supported, then target document will download. So that means whether the file that you linked can open and display in browser or not depends on plugins. If plugins are supported, then it will open. If not supported, it will download it. It will say that I don't find any plugin for this. You please download the file and open it in appropriate software. It will ask that. You see now, I am having a Word document here. There is no browser in the world which can open a Word document. We don't have. There is no browser in the world which can open a Word document. No, impossible. There is nothing. So then always this Word document is going to download. It's not going to open in your browser. 100%. Because even Google people don't have that. Google people says that when you are watching on Drive, if Word document is large, they will say that please download and open. Even zip files also. When you see a zip file, Google Drive cannot open a zip file. It says that download and open. That means it cannot handle, browsers can't handle everything. Because Word, Excel, PowerPoint, these like softwares are very huge. lot of plugins are required. Browsers don't have them. In that case, see what will happen now. When I click on web technologies document, it will download that document. You see, it downloads the document. So you can see in the right corner, it shows that it is downloaded successfully. That means it is in my downloads. It is downloaded. After downloading, if there is a software to open it, you can open and watch it. You cannot directly open in browser. That means when you are creating inter-document links, whether the document will open or download, that completely depends on plugins. That depends on plugin. Now, one regular question asked in interviews, okay, this is fine, because depending on plugin, it will download. The frequently asked question in interview is how to link a document which will download always. How to link a document which will download always. That means even plugin is present, it should not open, it should download. This is very, very important question even for experienced people. So even for experienced people, it's a very big question earlier, few years back. Now it is a silly question. Why? Because now in HTML5, we have a simple technique for this. Earlier, it's a very big concept. To test experience levels, we used to ask this question for web developers, like, tell me how I can download a file. And it's a very big program. User have to write a lengthy program for that. In JavaScript, they have to write. But now it's very simple. That means you can link a document which will download always by using download attribute, download attribute in hyperlink, in anchor element, by using download attribute in anchor element. They have a new attribute called download, which is very simple. Now in advanced technologies, we don't need to write any programs or anything. We have an advanced option called download. We can just use that attribute download and it will download. For example, see, now here we have this shoe.jpg. Always JPG files are supported. When I click on that, it will open here only. But I want this JPG file to download. I don't want it to open. I want it to download always. Then for this JPG file where you are linking it, here you have to just use an attribute called download. Download is simple. Download is enough. Now what happens is, if I give download, it will download that file instead of opening that file. But by which name it will download? With the same name what it is having while uploading that file into server. While uploading what name they given, the same name it will use. Do you want to download by any another name? Then you can give any another name. If you want to download by another name, then you can give any another name. I will give the name as, suppose, casuals. So casuals Nike, that is the name I am giving. Actually, its name is just shoe.jpg. The file name is shoe.jpg. So you can give any specific name. If I don't give the name, I am not giving any name. I just given download. See, now when I click on this, when I click on Nike casuals link, when I click on that, now it will download that file. Now it is not opening the file. By default, whether link opens or link downloads, that depends on file type. But if you want every time to download only, not to open, then we have to use an attribute download. And the download, you see, it downloaded and displayed by the name shoe.jpg. By the name shoe.jpg, because that is the name given for that particular file. Now what I am doing here is I will go to the code here. Download is equal to casuals Nike. That's the name I given. download name different I given. And I will refresh and I will click on download and it will download by that name. And you can see that when it is downloaded, it is having a different extension, JFIF, but it is a JPG file only. I already given you in the notes, JPG files have a lot of extensions. Have you seen that? Lot of extensions will be there. JPG, JPEG, JF, FIF, right? PJPG, all these are JPG extensions. Now it is a different name, but content is same. If I click on this, it will open the same what we have. It opens the same what we are having, the same. So whether you can download or open, that depends on plugin. And if you want always to download, you have to use this attribute. So syntactically, you have to define like this. So you need to configure anchor href is equal to some assets, some shoe.jpg, and download is equal to so Nike casuals something, some name for that link you can configure. This is an important option. While working with inter-document navigation, we need to decide whether to open the file or to download the file. That depends on this attribute. Next, another important attribute means another important question. Another important question is how to open linked document. How to open linked document in a new tab. How to open linked document in a new tab. Open linked document in a new tab. So linked document in a new tab. That is another frequent asked question. Actually, suppose you see now, I am removing this download, any file, anything. You can see now when I click on Nike casuals, then it will remove the current page and it will open that file. Any file is same. If I click on Amazon, it will remove the current page and it will open that Amazon. But we want to keep this page. We want to keep this page and open that Amazon. So open that Amazon in a separate tab. In a separate tab we want to open. So this is actually tab. That is actually tab. Browsers have tab-based browsing these days. Now you want to open this in a separate tab instead of opening in the same location. Because we don't want to disturb the existing things, keep it and open others in separate tabs. So by default, every link opens in the same window. If you want to open the link in a separate tab, then we have to use by using attribute. By using attribute, the attribute is target is equal to underscore blank. Target is equal to underscore blank. So we have to use target attribute and the target attribute is set to underscore blank. Actually, in older versions, this target is having a lot of other values also. Now these days they are useless. So we don't prefer them. We don't even consider them. Earlier we have an option like underscore self. We have an option like so underscore search. These days our browsers don't support them. That is very old, 8-10 years back web technologies. So these days time waste, even they don't work, right? So we don't need to use them at all, because early days we used to have window based browsing. Now we are having tab based browsing. So that is the reason browsers changed very much these days. And if for recent technologies, these options will not work. So that is the reason we have to go with this underscore blank. That is enough. So underscore blank is enough. Others not required at all. Underscore blank, actually, what happens is I am just giving target is equal to underscore blank. If I give target underscore blank, now you can see that when I click on that, so I given for Nike casuals, others will open in same window. So that means Amazon shopping, it will open in same window. But when I click on this Nike casuals, it will open in a separate tab. So without disturbing our page, the target will open in a separate tab, That is because you have given the target as blank. So you can open in a separate tab. But generally, so that syntax is like this now. Anchor href is equal to assets shoe.jpg and the target is equal to underscore blank. That's how we define. But in interviews, you will get another question because this is very common. Everybody knows. Everybody who learns about links, he knows this concept that link target should be opened in a separate tab. And for that, we have an attribute called underscore blank. Everybody knows it. Everybody who learns HTML, he will learn this option. But what generally in interviews they ask is how to open linked document in a new window, not in a tab, in a new window. So new tab everybody knows. New window. New window means it should open in a separate window. Just like you see when you are opening a website, some advertisements, pop-ups will open. In a separate window, it should open. And this you can't do with HTML or CSS. For this, you need JavaScript actually. But as of now, you can try this. Later in JavaScript, you will detailedly learn. So you can do that by using JavaScript window.open method. By JavaScript window.open method. By using JavaScript window.open method. Actually, in older version of browsers, I already told you that recently now we are using from few years tab-based browsers. That means one browser, several tabs will come. But early days, we don't have tab-based browser. Every page we have to open in a separate window only. In old version browsers, this target blank will open in a separate window only. It will open in a separate window only. That means a person who is working on web technologies from more than 10 years, if you ask him the question, so how to open in a separate window, and if he is not aware of the new options, he will say that underscore blank is there now. Because underscore blank target opens in a new window also, but not for modern browsers, for old browsers. Old browsers, underscore blank opens in a separate window only. But in modern browsers, it's not working for window. That is the reason for modern people, they can ask this question like, okay, for you, how you'll open in separate window? Because in olden days, we have to use target blank to open in a separate window. So now how you will do it? So you cannot use this target blank because now it works as new tab. Then how to open in a new window? For that, you need to write little bit logic like this. We should not use now this href like this. We have to write in this way. Now href have to use JavaScript. Href have to use JavaScript. And in that JavaScript colon, in that JavaScript, we have to use window.open method. Window.open method. In that window.open method, you have to tell string. Outer string is double quotes, inner string is single quotes. In this, you have to tell which one to open. So assets slash shoe.jpg. Okay, comma. What should be the title for that window? Nike. Okay. What should be the width and height of that window? You have to write width is equal to some 400 and height is equal to some 400, like this. This is how we have to write the href. That means now you can see that. Now you can see here. This is Nike Casuals, and I click on this. It will open in a separate window, not in a separate tab. How much width and height you given for window, it will open in that. This is very frequent question for even experienced people these days. That means how you will open the target in a separate window. Because earlier target blank have to work for both tab as well as window. But now in modern browsers, you have to use this technique. So we can open the link target in a separate window by using this JavaScript option. So for that, you have to use JavaScript window.open. Later in JavaScript, you are going to learn functions and everything. As of now, just one point is enough. So how do you write link for this? We have to write the link like this. Anchor href is equal to JavaScript and colon window.open, and here assets, so shoe.jpg, and Nike, that is the title, and width is some 400, height some 400. So that's how we need to configure. That's how we need to define. And so you can put your text like shoe and close the anchor there. So how we can open the link target in a separate window, separate tab, and in separate window. These are all general requirements, very common requirements while working with hyperlinks. Now, one more important question is here, means while working with inter-document links, there is another option here. Now, another requirement is how we can open the link target in the same page without disturbing existing content. In the same page without disturbing existing content. How to open the link target in same page without disturbing existing content. That means when user clicks on Nike Casuals, that Nike Casuals should open here. That means in the same page. That means it should not disturb this, but it should open here. In the same page beside it or below it, anywhere it should open there. That means how you can blink the target and put it in this page. Now, in order to bring some other file and put it in the same page, you have to use embed. Means you have to actually embed target document. You have to embed the target document into the page. And embedding targeting document into the page, to embed target document into the page, here page will not directly allow to embed. Here you need a special area. Here you need a special area there to embed, and that area is by using iframe. So iframes are used for embedding other documents in the same document. You can embed other documents into the same document by using iframes. These are very common. You may be hearing for the first time, but you are seeing this every day in your life. Every day you are watching iframes, you are working with iframes in your life every day. So, but you may not know that that is an iframe. You may not know that that is iframe you are using, but every day you are using Facebook, YouTube means you are using iframes. You are using iframes. I will show you how it happens. That means what is the concept of iframe? That means what is the question here? The question here is another important question: how to open linked document. Linked document. How to open linked document in the same page, in the same page, embedded at a specific location. In the same page, embedded at specific location. Embedded means integrated as a part of the page. Embedded means integrated as a part of page. So how to open linked document in same page, embedded at specific location? So answer for this is, so by using iframe, by using iframe, by using iframe, we can do that. Iframe, we can do that. With that, we will see lot of examples. We will see several examples. But first, I will show you the answer for this, how we can handle. Then we can design examples. We will create some examples on that. As of now, you see here, suppose what we are doing now is in this page, I will keep this columns, this in a div, and put an ID as container. Now I can use this class because you already know I will give as container. And in this we have one div and this is another div. Okay. And in the left div, I kept this ordered list and I will put a style here. And the style is container. Dot container means you are accessing the class. Display. I will keep display as grid and the grid template columns. So 3 columns and 9 columns, 3 and 9 fractions. Now you can see it will display in this way. So now what should happen is, right side here, I want to display the link targets. Link target must be displayed in the right side panel. Now right side, what we can do is we can put an iframe. In HTML, iframe is used for embedding any document into the page. You can embed any document into the page. You can make any document as a part of page. Now you see iframe looks like a frame. You see it looks like a frame. For this iframe, you can give height, width, borders and all. Let's go to the style. In the style, I am accessing iframe. Iframe width I given as some 100% and height as suppose 400 pixels. Now you can see that is the iframe height and width. That's how it appears. We have an iframe right side and it is having just a border. I will remove that border for iframe so that people can't see that it is an iframe. Then what I will do is border as none. Border none. If I say border none, there is no border. That means you will never feel like there is an iframe there. But actually we have a iframe there. Okay. Now how to refer iframe? So for this iframe, we should give a name. Why not ID? Because iframe can be common for several people, means several links. Several links can use the same iframe. In that case, common means you have to define by using name. Unique means you have to define by using ID. So I will give name as some frame body. Any name you can give, but you have to be careful in capitalizations. So frame body is the name for iframe. Okay. Now very simple. What we have to do is, now this href of Nike casuals, let it be there only. So this one I will show you, navbar HTML. This navbar HTML, I will put target. Target is equal to frame body. That's it. That means now the target of that link is to a frame. That means it is targeting to an iframe. It is targeting to an iframe. That means you can see this is referring to this iframe. That means whenever you click on this link, this document is going to open here. The document is going to open there. And iframe is present in same page. That means the link target is going to open in the same page without disturbing the existing. Now let's see how this works. That's very simple. You have to create an iframe, give a name for iframe, and target set to that iframe. Now you see now here, when I click on that navbar example, so it will open here. That's very simple. That means it is going to get the target and display here. Now we are bringing another document and embedding into this without navigating out from here. Suppose I click on Nike casuals, it opens in a separate window, but I want it to open here only. Then what you can do, same. That means just you have to change this. So from href, all this JavaScript and all, you have to remove that, and you need to just keep href. So href, it should open assets in that shoe.jpg. Only target. Target is equal to what? Frame body. Frame body, that means the frame name. Remember, in a page, you can have several iframes. In every iframe, you can display different document. I will show you all the consequences. Initially, so the answer for that question, we have got it. Now, when I click on Nike casuals, it will open here. When I click on navbar example, it will open here. That means we are embedding the target document into the page, and we are keeping that by using an iframe. So that is possible with the help of iframe. So what is the basic syntax? Syntax is very simple. So first we need an iframe with a name, frame body. And for this iframe, we have to put a link. That's it. Anchor href is equal to some assets, shoe.jpg, and target is equal to frame body and some shoe, and it will open in that iframe. First, you need to create an iframe with a reference name, and our link target should open in that iframe. Link target should display in that iframe. So now 3 questions answers are there for you. How to open link in a separate tab, how to open link in a separate window, how to open in the same tab, in the same document, along with other contents. So the 3 points are very important. So that is how the link targets can be opened. New tab, new window, and in the same page. Later we will design some examples after learning all these points with the help of these hyperlinks and iframe. I will show you more how iframes will work. Next important question here is, this is also a very common question here. How to create a link for email, Skype, and phone call. How to create link for email, Skype and phone calls. These are very common and these are very much regularly required also. In many interviews, they ask this because you will see this in regular websites also. How to create a link for email or link for Skype calls or link for phone calls. Actually, you see in your mobiles when you are watching any website, in that website their contact page is present. In the contact page there is an email option given, and you click on that email address, it opens your email directly. It will navigate to that location. It will directly open your email, and it will ask you to compose and send the mail. Suppose they give in a phone number, then you click on that phone number. Suppose in a message they sent a phone number, or in a mail they sent a phone number. You click on the phone number directly, that phone number opens in phone dialer. That means a link opens a separate application. Link opens a separate application. How do we create such links? So for that, actually we have different scenarios. Actually, for this we have link href. Link href uses mail to for email. It uses mail to for email, and tell for phone call, and Skype for Skype call, for Skype. It uses these href attributes. It uses this href. And you saw one more option. You just saw JavaScript colon. You saw this. In JavaScript colon for executing a JavaScript method, a JavaScript function actually. You have seen that we just executed a method called window.open. Window.open method we executed by the help of JavaScript only. So that means same to like JavaScript, you have Skype, you have tell, you have mail to. Same to that we have this for emails, for phone calls, and for Skype you have these options. So how these are going to work, how these are going to handle, that means how do we create the links? For example, suppose I'm giving here a link. I'm giving a link anchor, and here I will say hr at some nareshit.in, and link href is mail to. Link href uses the word mail to. It's a reserved word. You have to write exactly like this, and colon, and what email? hr at nareshit.in. Any email you can give there. Now you can see that you have that hr nareshit.in, and when I click on that, what happens is it will automatically open a mail application in your device. Suppose in your device you have mail apps, like in mobiles you will be having Gmail, in mobiles you may be having email app, or in your computer you may be having MS Outlook. MS Outlook is used for sending emails and all, or a special mail application is present. It opens that mail. As of now, I haven't logged in into any mail. If I logged in directly, what it will do is it will open that mail, and it will open a compose box. In the compose box to address, it will keep that hr at nareshit. Only what you have to do is just type the message and send. So that means it is synchronized to your emails. It will invoke a mail client. For that, we have to use this mail to. That means how we need to configure that anchor. Href is equal to mail to, and some your email address, or simply I will give hr at nareshit.in, like this. So then hr at nareshit.in. That's how we will keep the email. So that is one option for sending mail. And another option so is, suppose I want here another link. So anchor, and here I given so call. So I will say some call. So and some number, some 987654321 something like this. I'm giving some number. Now what I'm doing here, I'm using href is equal to tell, and I will give that number. So 919876543210 something like this. Now what happens here is, now this is another link, and when I click on this link, now you have to make sure that your PC have a app for call. So generally if your PC is tab based PC, you have a call app also. That means you can have a call app. If you are watching on this on your mobile, phone dialer will open. So when I click on this and you have a call app, it says that browser wants to open your phone. So I say okay, open, then it will open my phone app, and in that phone app I can connect and I can call to that particular number. But that facility must be available in your devices, right? If your device don't support this call option, then it will say that I can't open an app. It will say that relative app not found. If it found, it can allow to handle that. So one link, one link for email, another link for phone, another link for phone. You have another option. So for phone, what you have to do, you need to configure anchor href is equal to tell, and we have to use the number. And call us, something like this. You can keep any text. It's not mandatory that you have to keep the number. The link text can be anything. Link text, link image, you can keep anything there and you can display. So you can configure anything. Now similarly, you have options here. We have options here. So another option is, of course, you can keep your general symbols. Icons are there, na? Bootstrap icons. You can keep those icons there. I'm just giving here another one, anchor, Skype us like this. And here I say href is equal to Skype colon. And suppose some Naresh IT HR. So at outlook.com, something like this. That's the general Skype IDs, how you can configure the Skype. Now, when I define like this, when I configure this, actually this, when I click on this, so it opens associated application. When I say okay, then usually it should able to locate that application and open that application available on your PC. And you can see it opens the associated application, that is Skype, and it logs in into your account, and it can allow you to send email through your account, right? That is option. So you can configure a Skype call also here. How you define href is equal to Skype. Yep. So here Skype, and we have some your ID at some outlook.com, and I said some Skypers. Right. Right. Next, these are all the options. What is JavaScript? Already I showed you. JavaScript, just now we saw that we can open in a separate window. Not in a separate window, lot of other functionalities can happen. That means when you learn JavaScript, you can write a lot of JavaScript functions and functionalities to happen by using JavaScript. That requires this JavaScript as an option. Later you will learn about that. So already you saw it, JavaScript window.open method is configured for that. So this is inter document navigation. That means from one document to another. Here a lot of attributes we have learned. How to open link target in a separate tab, in a separate window, and in the same window, how to open. Now one more very frequent question here is how to link embedded videos or presentations. Embedded videos or presentations. So these are also very common actually. So that is where actually we do. So by using iframe. Same, by using iframe only we do this. But you need to know how we can handle that by using iframe, how it works. For example, so see, you can embed videos and all actually. Suppose I am opening here. So let's open the window here. Yeah. Let's keep this youtube.com/nareshit. Okay. I'm opening this YouTube nareshit and I select some videos here. I select some video I'm selecting. And when I select a video here, the advertise. Now, actually, this is a playlist here. Let's select a individual video here. Just a individual video. I will select some. Okay, any individual video we will choose here to open. Okay, so an individual video I am opening here. And what we do is copy that video link. I'm copying that video link. You don't need this anymore. So let's open Notepad and paste that video link here. This is the video link. This is the video link for watching that video actually. Now, what we can do is, what we have to do is copy the same one. This is the link for watching. If you want this video in website, you have to remove up to this part, up to equal. Watch ? V equal. Up to that part remove, and we have to put a / embed. So the same video code, this is actually video code, and embed is for embedding the video into your page. I will copy this now. So I will copy this and I will go here. I will create a link there. So link anchor href is equal to that link I am defining. The copied video link was viewing link. Now I changed that viewing link to embedding link. And here I will say as suppose ASP.NET something video. And here link target is frame body. Link target is frame body. Now you see here, we have a hyperlink there. We just have a hyperlink. And when I click on this hyperlink, then that video will open here. That's simple. But I embedded a video. Actually, I changed the link target action. So it is for only watching. You cannot use directly that embed. But so many consequences are there. Consequences like every video on YouTube cannot be embedded like this, because the person who uploaded that video, he must give the sharing permission. If he is not giving sharing permission, you can't do anything. Don't think that every video you can embed into your website like this, right? We cannot embed every video like this, because for that you need permission from the person who uploaded that video. Sharing permissions must be there. You can play it directly now. When I click, now it plays directly in our website. So that means it will not navigate to YouTube. It will bring YouTube here and it will play YouTube here. This is done. So you see, this is Nike casuals. So this is navbar example. So, and this is the video link we created. The link can be to any video. You have to change first, visit the video, copy the URL, change that view URL to embed URL, and link that to your iframe. That's how we can generally link. So for that, this trick you have to follow. That means this watch V equal. You have to remove that part and you have to change that to what? Embed. And this code is important. But it is not guaranteed that every video that you copy like that will work. So because permissions are important. If the video have the permission to embed everywhere, it will allow. Otherwise, it will not allow. So now actually what we have to do, so we have to link the target. Href is equal to, here we have to define embed URL. Embed URL is the second URL I given, that is embed URL. Embed URL, then target. Target is equal to frame body. That's how we need to configure. So watch video. So that is the link we have. Embed URL, so you view URL. In the view URL, actually you have watch V equal, and you will have code. Now embed URL, what you have to do? In embed URL, you have to remove that and you have to write embed /code. Understood? Huh? This is the change you have to do. That is the change you have to do. You have watch V equal, that you have to remove and change it with embed / that code, whatever the video code is there. That is embed URL, and it can open in a separate location. It opens in a separate location in the same page. Separate location is nothing but it is opening in the iframes. So we are creating an iframe and we are defining the iframe. This frame body is the name of iframe. Frame body is the name of iframe, right? So this is how we can handle intra-document and inter-document links. Now with this intra-document and inter-document links, now we will see how to create one example. We will design a small static website example by using this concept that we will see in our next session tomorrow. Okay, right. And